Alright, so if you watched my last Pokemon video, you may remember me saying this. Plus, if I want to compete officially in VGC, despite that most likely will never happen. And that is what I want to be talking about today. Now, if you don't watch much Pokemon content and don't know what I'm talking about, let me break it down real quick. VGC stands for Video Game Championships and is the Pokemon Company's official competitive format for the video games. You bring a team of 6, but only use 4 of them in a doubles battle. Some legends, such as Tapu Koko, are allowed for use, while others like Solgaleo are banned. You're also not allowed to have more than one of the exact same Pokemon. Can't pair up one Incineroar with another. Sorry. Other than that, there is no real tier system in place, no official guideline for what is viable in a doubles format. Also, no 2 Pokemon in your party of 6 are allowed to have the same held item. Your Porygon Z and Alolan Raichu can't both be holding choice specs. Sorry. Those are the basics of VGC, and the rules change slightly each year, sometimes allowing something the previous year didn't, or banning something for whatever reason. The rule set for 2017 is linked in the description below, and as I've stated previously, I don't like to do VGC. I have nothing against it or people who do compete in it. I'm subscribed to a couple of competitors and they make great content. I'll admit, watching matches can be interesting, and if you want to get into the official format, I'll link the channels of who I'm subscribed to so you can watch and learn from 2 of, in my opinion, the best VGC players. So why don't I play it? I have doubles matches in the background. I clearly have Pokemon built for the VGC format, and you know I don't use power saves for team building just for making shinies. So I put in the work legitimately. It doesn't make sense, right? Well, I have 3 reasons why I don't do official VGC tournaments, and here they are. From my experience as a competitor in Taekwondo, I know this can be a very costly hobby. You gotta register, pay the fee, and spend gas money all just to go and wait around all day for your turn to fight. Plus, depending on location of the tournament and where you live, you may need to book a room for overnight stay. You may need to book a flight, both of which can be pricey. When I competed in Taekwondo, it was worth the cost. It was so much fun, but I don't get the same satisfaction from doubles battles in Pokemon, so to me, it isn't worth the price of admission to participate. That brings me to reason number 2. That's not to say I never play under VGC rules at all, just look at the background as proof. And I'm not terrible at it. Not great, like in my singles battles, but not awful. I can usually hold my own, so what gives? Well, it's just not as fun, plain and simple. I like to watch, but participating is just not my thing. I really play doubles just to break from the monotony of only doing 6v6 singles on rare occasions. Enough time and reason to justify spending time breeding and training a small amount of VGC capable Pokemon, but not enough to spend all my free time doing so. Singles are more fun for me in the long run, so I typically stick to either Wi-Fi battles outside of Battlespot where anything goes, or one of the Smogon singles formats on Pokemon Showdown. And now my final reason why I don't compete in VGC. Now, most rules I don't care about. It's the Pokemon Company's tournaments. They can make all the rules. That is fine. And this is really only a nitpick rather than an actual concern. But I'm not a fan of the item rule. Is it really broken if I want 2 Pokemon to hold a life orb? Especially if I may not even bring both of them into the battle? Remember, you bring 6, but only battle with 4. What is it really hurting to have Pokemon hold the same item? I just don't get it. I also don't like the 2017 rule that only Pokemon in the Alola Pokédex are allowed. A vast majority of my Pokemon are from the 6th generation. I spent a lot of time breeding and training them. I want to use them as well, along with my new Alolan favorites. And they also have to be bred in Sun or Moon. My Pikachu that I spent a lot of time to make it competitively viable was done in X and Y, so I still can't use it even though it's in the Alola Pokédex. But oh well, those are the rules, and if you can't follow them, then why do it? And like I said earlier, I don't hate VGC. It's a fun spectator sport for me, but it's not one I want to compete in myself. This is just one Snek's opinion. It's not factual, it's just my thoughts on the matter. But what about you? Do you agree or disagree? What do you like about VGC, or what don't you like? Let me know your thoughts, and with all that, I'll see y'all later.